Hello, welcome to Respiratory 1540 Online. I'm going to show you how to navigate through Weber's website. This is weber.edu. This is where you put your username and password to log into the Weber portal, where you can get a lot of information like your transcripts, cat tracks. If you need help with your password, click here and it gives you some information. If you have any IT problems with KaiTester, Canvas, or anything else, you can call this number 801 626 7777 24/7 to get any help. Here's the IT chat. I haven't used that, but I think they can help you with the text. Let's try it. I'll give you some other information there. Okay, let's see. The next thing I want to tell you is how to order your book. And this is one way. Click on B for bookstore. Let's see, we're right there. Click on textbooks. And let's see, go to the appropriate semester. Then you pick your class. This class is 1540. I'm the only instructor there, and you can see what the book is. So order it as soon as possible. You have the first 2 weeks assignments, you won't need it. This text. So anyway, I would order it as soon as possible, but you'll have it by the 3rd week. So again, you can go to the bookstore or order it through this website, and they will even deliver it to your house if you would like. So let's go back to Weber's webpage. Let us go to W for Wildcat email. And that is your email for at Weber, and it is housed in Google. And Google is very useful. You don't actually need a word processor anymore, because there's a word processor, a spreadsheet, and I think a presentation package like PowerPoint in Google Docs. Use this information if you want to learn how to use Google. You can just go to YouTube and put in the search how to use Gmail, and you can learn how to use Gmail. Plus, Gmail, you can put that on your phone if you have a smartphone. Okay, what I also want to show you is KaiTester, because KaiTester will have most of your assignments. And it's right here, C for KaiTester. Let's see if we can find it. Sometimes the Weber portal is not available, so you might want to bookmark this, kaitester.weber.edu. Same username and password. I will show you a little bit how to use this. Oh, there's an intro right here if you've never used KaiTester before. Mine looks a little bit differently because I'm an instructor, but you go to testing and all the classes that you have should be there. And we'll go back to my web. So it should look something like this, and each assignment has a due date on it there, and it should have a due date on Canvas. So let's go back to the Weber website. This is how you get to Canvas, or one way. You can get it through your login also. You can find your classes. Canvas, canvas.weber.edu. You can log in there. What I do is I stay logged in. That way you don't have to put your password in every time. And what I also have done is I bookmarked it right there. So when you want to go to the website, you just go to your bookmark. Okay, it's logged in. Let's go to my bookmark. There it is. Okay, here we go on the tour of Canvas. I put these four things are the things you'll use mainly. Homepage gets you to this page right here, which is actually the syllabus because it tells you week by week what you need to be what's due, and we can look at the syllabus in a second. These are your grades, so you want to go to that weekly after assignment or after it's graded so you can see what your grades are. You have a week to view your grades and dispute them if you don't think they're right. This is a link that shows the people in your class, and chat I don't use too much, but if you want to use any of these tools, let me know and we'll get them up and running. The email system, I don't use any of these links, but you can use them as you feel you need. Courses is where all your courses are that you're taking for the semester. This is the email system. It's an inbox. It's called Conversations. It works sort of weird, but everybody in your class, mine might look different than yours, but I can just put in a name. Let's see if I know a name in your class. Just see if there's a Jason. Oh, well, you can see it pulls up everybody in my classes. Or I can just put 1540 and I'll bring up the classes so I can see who is in the class also. And I can email them, the students. I can email them individually or all. Okay, and then I sense, well, let's do one to myself. See if it can find me. There it is. Say hi. Hi. I actually can do an audio or attach things here. So if you are sending me attachments, you can do it through Canvas. It's easier for me to find. I go send, and you can see it's right there. And it strings your conversations along. And what you can do is you can color code them if I wanted to remember them, star them, see the star right there, or I thought I can change their colors too. Unstar, or delete them, or I can put them in a separate box that I have. But for now, let's delete. Let's see if I can color code any of these others. Well, I guess not. Okay, let's go back to the class. And I have bookmarked that, so we'll go there. If you want to change your profile, you can put it here, click on profile, and I can update my information. You can add an email address so Conversations will forward the Canvas email to whatever email you want to. I have it sent to my Weber email. You can even add a contact, so if you want it to go to your text, you can have it go to your text also, if that's more convenient. And then you can go to navigations and set our notifications, and it can tell you email me, at, text me, like never, weekly, right away, daily. So you can custom fit all of that for you too. Have any questions, call the help number, the 626-7777 number, or there is, oh, let's see if I can cancel this. We'll just save preferences and go back to the class, home. I put some links on the other page. There is a Canvas support number right here. So if you have any trouble with Canvas. Oh, one other thing on the profile that might be fun for everybody in your class is, you see that? You click on it and then you can put a picture on there. If you don't like my picture, tell me and I'll upload a new one. I think it's fun to see everybody that's in your class. I'm not sure if that goes back to the class, but let's go here. This is where this intro to this video is. This is Canvas Help. It's a website that online made on how to use Canvas. You might find that helpful. And then this is the class syllabus. Use Firefox. That's what Weber recommends, and Canvas works the best if it's not working on the browser you're using. But let's go over this. We can go full screen and we'll go over the syllabus really fast. Oops. Okay, purpose of this class is to teach you a little bit about respiratory therapy. The book, we went over that, how you can buy it in the bookstore or order it online. Attendance, you should log into Canvas once or twice a week. You don't get attendance credit, but I email you things, and I would ask you to do most of your conversations or emails during the week so I can answer them. I might not get them on the weekends. Egan chapter quizzes, there's I think 4 of them. Well, look on the syllabus. 50 questions each. They're self-proctored. You can do them as many times as you want before the due date. Egan's homework, you can only do this once, and we'll go about that later, but after you read each chapter, there's homework questions, at least 10, and you answer them. Internet homework, there's websites that you're going to go to concerning respiratory therapy, and it asks you questions and you answer them. A graduation evaluation, what you do is go to your CATRACS, and that is the evaluation tool to let you know all the classes you need for your major, and you do a BS degree CATRACS evaluation, and I ask you some questions. And the final exam is a 50-question test that is composed of all the questions on the quizzes. You need 75% to pass the class, and you can do this final as many times as you want before the due date. All of this work is self-proctored. You cannot go as slow as you want because there's due dates, but you can go as fast as you want. Make sure you do your work during the week. I urge you not to wait till the weekend, because if your internet goes down or you run into other technical or family problems, then you may not get your work in on time and there's no late work. So since everything's self-proctored and everything is open on the first day of class, I urge you to get ahead maybe a week or two, so you'll always make the deadline. Okay, sorry about that. Here is the grading criteria of the class. Every 20% is the quizzes, homework, quizzes, evaluations. You can see this is the grading scale. This is a disability statement if it applies to you. And this is the syllabus and when everything's due. And it's very similar to the layout of Canvas. I hope that answers all your basic questions of how to get to the class. And each module has a due date. After you finish it with it, you can click on this to hide the module to make your Canvas a little less cluttered. And the podcast for Monday, or the first module is there, and I will make a separate podcast for that. Thank you and have fun time with this class.